So what happens when a whale and dolphin make a baby? They create a brand new species discovered off Hawaii.
In a new PBS Nature documentary this month, you're going to learn all about a new hybrid species, the Coywolf.
An astonishing discovery was made recently by scientists that sent shockwaves through the scientific world. A new hybrid animal was discovered with characteristics from various apex predators. This remarkable creature even showed the ability to hunt massive bears, leaving scientists stunned and perplexed. The implications for ecosystem dynamics are profound, as the unprecedented combination of traits in a single species from top predators was previously unknown to researchers. But what happens when nature's most fearsome hunters merge into something entirely new, something even deadlier? Brace yourself, because the next predator on this list is rewriting the rules of survival. Grolar bears. The terrifying response of nature to planetary warming has given birth to Grolar bears, unusual hybrids formed by the unlikely union of polar bears and grizzlies. These fearsome animals are the result of climate change forcing two powerful predators to share habitats, leading to a novel breed with an unpredictable combination of traits that makes them even deadlier than either parent species. Grolar bears combine the massive size and icy hardiness of polar bears with the muscular power and territorial ferocity of grizzlies. This is one nightmare that most people wouldn't want to have. Their coats sport a mottled cream color, and their body have combined the long claws and hunched back of grizzlies with the powerful, streamlined body of polar bears. These fantastic creatures can move through icy waters with the same ease as running across open terrain. Their razor-sharp claws are designed to tear through flesh and earth with equal ease, while their large paws give them the strength to overpower prey of almost any size. In fact, Grolar bears are capable of hunting down large game such as moose, elk, and, under certain conditions, even other bears. The fact that this is an animal that outcompetes its fellows as a predator is something we should truly fear. Hunting instincts form a terrifying blend of stealth and raw power in Grolar bears. While grizzlies mostly forage, occasionally preying on prey, Grolar bears have the ruthless hunting behaviors characteristic of polar bears, which wait hours near icy openings to strike with a single lightning-fast strike at seals. They are found in a very unforgiving environment, and food is rarely available. Thus, they will try to survive by all means. Grolar bears are also opportunistic feeders that may switch between hunting and scavenging depending on the season or available prey. That flexibility has allowed them to thrive in changing ecosystems where other animals might struggle, but it also means they'll pursue whatever they can find, making them unpredictable and especially dangerous for anyone who happens to cross paths with one in the wild. These hybrids are relentless hunters and chillingly efficient, combining some of the most terrifying traits from both species. Poised by climate change, Grolar bears turn into a force of nature in themselves, as polar bears, having lost their hunting grounds of sea ice, get pushed into the territories of grizzlies. They are beginning to encounter each other unexpectedly, resulting in either competition or hybridization. This apex predator stands as a representative of our evolving world, an eerie reminder of what happens to ecosystems forced to change in the blink of an eye. As forceful predators themselves with few natural threats, Grolar bears become a menace not only to wildlife, but also to other bears frequenting these same areas. Nothing is safe, not even humans. This is a brand new apex predator, combining the best of two worlds with none of the restraint we generally associate with nature. The discovery of Grolar bears testifies to a very significant transformation within an ecosystem due to global warming. In this case, where polar bears are losing ground for hunting on sea ice, they get pushed into the grizzlies' territory. This resulted in unexpected confrontations, causing either competition or hybridization. This new phenomenon should serve as an example of how drastically changing ecological circumstances reshuffle species dynamics, giving life to completely novel forms of life. Grolar bears epitomize the fine balance between adaptation and survival in the face of environmental stresses. Their existence serves as a flag to the delicate balance within ecosystems and the unexpected outcomes of climate change. These animals are a fascinating yet unsettling example of nature's ability to evolve and thrive in response to adversity, even if it means blurring the lines between distinct species. As nature's hybrids rewrite the rules of survival, another colossal creation emerges, an awe-inspiring predator with the power and presence to rival even the kings of the wild. Liger. The liger, a fantastic combination of a male lion and a female tiger, stands as a huge creature that looks impossible in nature. These animals achieve gigantic size, sometimes as long as 12 feet and weighing more than 1,000 pounds, whereas some rare ones reach up to 1,600 pounds, manifesting their tremendous physical ability. Their coats have golden-colored smatterings on their skin, with faint tiger-like patterns interwoven sporadically, indicating to one that a terrifying beast indeed lies underneath. Ligers also tend to have lengthened limbs with broadened bones compared to either parent, and hence are adequately built to take over their ecological domain. The peculiar mix of mass and agility enables them to move at alarming speed, their strength capable of tending to prey much larger than those that lions or tigers would prefer. Unlike their lion comrades, ligers have a likeliness for water due to their tiger heritage, and are able to function easily in aquatic and terrestrial environments. These animals are indeed formidable creatures, their oversized teeth seeming powerful enough to take down prey much larger than anything their ancestors would normally encounter. Though ligers exist today only in captivity, their behavior is a disturbing combination of both parents. They can show the social and territorial instincts of lions, coupled with the solitary, stealthy habits of tigers, making them unpredictable and difficult to handle in the wild. If let loose in the wild, there is no doubt that a liger would be an unstoppable killer, easily taking down prey weighing several hundred pounds. If such a creature were to track down a herd, its size and strength would be overwhelming. A liger could overpower animals that even mature lions and tigers could not defeat. Because ligers have been bred in captivity, many seem to operate under the assumption that we shall never have to deal with the problems they might pose in reality. That may or may not be a fair assumption. Many exotic pets have escaped into the wild and caused unforeseen problems. As the population of such animals increased, and as owners became increasingly irresponsible, these creatures began to breed with local wildlife, creating hybrids that became ever more bizarre. Even if a few ligers were to get into the wild, they would be capable of overwhelming everything in their path without ever pausing for a breath. With their size, strength, and adaptability combined, they would become almost invincible predators that could easily change whole ecosystems if they managed to establish themselves in the wild. While this scenario may seem far-fetched, it serves as a reminder that even seemingly impossible creatures can have a profound impact on our world when given the chance. Coywolf. The coywolf is an astonishing testament to the resilience of nature and its ability to adapt and evolve under stress. The hybrid offspring from crossbreeding between coyotes and wolves, these predators have emerged as capable hunters in North America, with the agility and stealth of coyotes combined with the robustness and social instincts of wolves. Forced to overlap habitats by environmental change, these two species' joint product is a new super predator, highly adaptable, that has quickly risen to the top in both wilderness and urban environments. The species tends to weigh between 30 to 50 pounds, and larger and stockier compared to coyotes, and is sleeker compared to grey wolves. That is what makes them fit through forested areas with ease and integrate well with suburban landscape features. Their coat often has a mix of grey, brown and tan, which turns into camouflage that is good enough for them to keep inconspicuous while on patrol across the edges of human domains or open terrain alike. But it isn't the physical traits alone that make this wolf variety stand out. Rather, in fact, cognitive skills have a serious say in this regard as well. Unlike coyotes, which are solitary, coywolves do hunt in packs of 3 or 4, and the trait seems to be inherited from their wolf ancestry. They can pull down larger games, such as deer, working together and learning to use the landscape to their advantage. This is their turf, the concrete jungle wherein they will thrive. Parks, alleys, and green belts afford them their hideaways and food sources, everything from small wildlife to refuse. Their instincts have sharpened in order to move undetected through these areas, confronting fewer people while silently adapting to life in the city. Not because they are afraid of people, because they can overpower us in an instant, but because they would rather not deal with the complexities of human beings. This is because coy wolves do not merely rely on their physical strength, they are very intelligent too. a factor that works extremely well for them in the unpredictable mix of rural and urban habitats. They can adapt their hunting strategies to whatever is available, be it a stray rabbit in the outskirts of town or garbage cans in suburbia. This intelligence and adaptability make them so dangerous in that they can exploit human environments without confrontation, out of sight, while making themselves at home in ecosystems where their presence has grown. Coywolves have started to play an important ecological role as predators and scavengers by regulating small mammal populations and other prey. However, the more they are seen closer to human settlements, the more menacing they become, since they have shown their capability to handle a surprisingly large array of prey and environments. A predator is not just present, but very much present, and here to stay, adapting even now at a rate faster than most of us can understand. It survives on the edge of civilization, but is closing in on us with breathtaking rapidity. While the wild edges of our cities host cunning new predators, the vast oceans are home to a marvel so extraordinary it seems plucked from a sailor's tale, an aquatic enigma that redefines what it means to be unique. Wholphin. Wholphins are intriguing creatures that combine the two most interesting species, the bottlenose dolphin and the false killer whale. This hybrid, born from the union of two intelligent social animals, presents a unique amalgamation of characteristics that captivate and mystify us. Although the name Wholphin could suggest an actual half-dolphin, half-whale creature, both parents are in fact dolphins of the same family, Delphinidae. So Wholphins are actually a strange and intriguing amalgamation of both lineages. One of the most striking things about Wholphins is their physical appearance. These sea mammals reach impressive dimensions, up to 20 feet in length. The dark grey colour of their skin, with lighter patches, is an excellent camouflage in the depths of the ocean. This remarkable adaptation underlines how sophisticated these animals are. Beyond their aesthetic appeal, Wholphins have a peculiar dental setup. Their number of teeth, which is roughly 66, stands between that of bottlenose dolphins, 88 teeth, and that of false killer whales, 44 teeth. This distinguishing dental setup further stresses the fact that these are hybrid creatures. The growth rate of Wholphins is amazingly fast. They grow to a considerable size within weeks of their birth, which is very astonishing. This rapid development speaks much about the genetic potency inherited from both parent species. The behavior of the Wholphin is basically dual in nature and inherited from the ancestors, including dolphins and whales. Like dolphins, Wholphins are also playful and social, and may actively interact with other oceanic mammals energetically. On the flip side, Wholphins portray the hunting features of a false killer whale that targets a broad array of fish and marine organisms. The Wholphin's dietary habits are primarily observed in captivity, and they have a voracious appetite for just about anything available. Frozen herring, capelin, any dish presented to them, they are able to adapt to and use in their diet. Wholphins are very rare, despite their intrigue, especially in the wild. Although there have been some reported sightings of possible wild hybrids, most Wholphins ever recorded have been born in captivity. This rarity underlines the complexity of both their conception and their ability to survive. The first known Wholphin to thrive in captivity was Kalua, born at Sea Life Park in Hawaii in 1985. Her remarkable fertility shocked researchers by producing multiple offspring, a rarity among hybrids with only a few documented cases. This achievement has sparked further interest in these enigmatic creatures. Although significant strides have been made in the study of Wholphins, a great deal about their long-term health and behavior remains a mystery. One thing, however, is certain. The ocean's smartest mammals may continue to evolve in unexpected ways, challenging current notions about marine biology. Delving deep into the mystery of Wholphins, we go, overwhelmed with that amazingly awesome biodiversity in the animal kingdom. It is a rare hybrid, and can form, among others, one of the most touching warnings to nature's innovative and adapting forces in their struggle to keep human intellect ever curious and thirsty to know more about nature. Zebroids. The idea of Zebroids presents quite peculiar progenies that show an uncanny combination of savage fury and tamed attractiveness born from wild zebras mating with equines in domestication. More importantly, these interesting hybrids, now tamed and rampant with the spirits of their ancestors, horses, ponies and donkeys, offer a paradoxical vision that both intrigues and threatens them all at once. But while this striped coat may strike a pretty compelling vision, let us not be fooled that beneath the all-so-satisfactory appearance lies an inextricable weave of behavior and trait mixes to turn them out into formidable foes. Zebroids seem to carry the capricious disposition of their striped ancestor compared to more docile horse breeds. While horses have been domesticated for thousands of years, in zebras the wild nature is retained, thus instilling a deep wariness about human interaction. Inherent distrust like this makes the zebroids very difficult to handle and often leads to aggressive behavior with any new situation or perceived danger. Their wild instincts often manifest as outright hostility from a place of being cornered or sensing danger. Another distinguishing feature of zebroids is their physical prowess. Having acquired a lot of muscles and endurance from the zebra parent, this animal often turns out stronger and more enduring than average horses or donkeys. Due to this increased physical strength and the inherent stubbornness, handling such animals by unseasoned trainers may become quite challenging, with dangerous confrontations possibly possible if they are bugged or restrained. One of the most salient features of zebroid behavior is their streak of stubbornness, which can be very similar in nature to that of their wild ancestors, the zebras. While horses tend to be intelligent and inclined to please, zebroids are just as intelligent, but more often refuse to cooperate, which can create frustrating and even dangerous situations. Visually striking, the zebroid bears the zebra-like stripes that normally appear on its legs, neck, or rump. These scars make them even more untamed, so different from the other members of the family that have been domesticated. Yet another distinguishing characteristic is that zebroids are stronger and larger than their parent species. The endurance and strength of this kind of creation usually surpass those of the non-zebra parent. Their natural flight response means zebroids are quick to flee when startled, which could be dangerous if they bolt out of control. When threatened, these animals are known to fight back with aggressive kicks, using their powerful legs or strong jaws to bite. This defensive behavior, natural as it might be, can be harmful if they repeatedly attack over time. Particularly with zebroids, caution and respect for their space are called for. While these handsome animals have their unique look, behind this peculiar appearance lies a sophisticated collection of behaviors and features that call for caution and special treatment. As long as they can be impressive in their environment, they also carry some peculiar challenges that require specific knowledge and experience for safe and effective management. Karma. The hybrid offspring of male dromedary camels and female llamas, commonly referred to as karma, may sound like an odd creature, but these intriguing beasts have been bred for a purpose in agriculture. Farmers try to combine the great strength and endurance of camels with the docile nature of llamas to produce versatile animals that can do well in different environments. Arguably, one of the most striking features of karmas pertains to their impressive physical prowess. These hybrids usually reach up to 7.5 feet at the shoulder and can weigh up to 1,000 to 2,200 pounds. While llamas are generally smaller and even more tranquil, karmas are made up of the robust physique of camels, thereby making them formidable even when they are not acting particularly aggressively. This blend alone of camel and llama traits can make for somewhat unpredictable behavior, particularly whenever karmas feel threatened or in situations that may make them feel uncomfortable. Their tempers change very quickly. They may turn violent if in danger or cornered. This becomes difficult to handle, just like handling a full-grown camel. Their ability for self-defense also makes them become territorial, thus a risk to individuals who work closely with them. Karmas can also prove to be very challenging to train, since they have mixed parent species. They have infirmity derived from their ancestors and stubbornness, which is also leading them to the extent of not being able to overturn. Like many other big animals, their response to flight may cause sudden bolting when they feel threatened. They usually use their powerful legs in kicking or strong jaws to bite as a defense mechanism. This can inflict serious harm if one gets too close. Ironically, the researchers found that karmas possess some adaptations to be more drought-hardy than either of their parent species and may have a high value in arid regions with very limited water resources. At the same time, it presents a number of other challenges associated with the need for special care and housing. Recently, studies have discovered that karmas might have a unique form of communication that borrows some features from the vocalizations of both camels and llamas. Such a hybrid language could provide insight into animal cognition and social behavior, potentially leading to new breakthroughs in interspecies understanding. While camas show a lot of promise for a number of applications, their development is still a point of controversy among animal welfare advocates. Some consider that the creation of such creatures raises many ethical concerns about animal manipulation for human purposes. Others argue that the benefits brought forth by these unique animals outweigh any drawbacks, provided their needs are appropriately addressed. As research goes on to reveal more and more about these fascinating creatures, it is becoming obvious that camas represent a fascinating junction of biology, agriculture, and animal husbandry. Their existence challenges our understanding of the boundaries of species and allows us to revise what we had thought about animal diversity. As science blurs the boundaries of nature, the next hybrid emerges from the rugged heights, a creature of immense power and untamed potential, redefining survival in the harshest conditions. Dizo. The diazo, a hybrid animal combining domestic cattle and yaks, is an interesting sight in high-altitude agriculture. While they at first seem like a surefire way to ensure farming at high elevations, they possess attributes that make them less than perfect for casual interaction. Though their milk and meat products are highly valued, their large physical attributes, coupled with their unpredictable behavioral patterns, often make them somewhat intimidating in nature. First, there is size and muscularity among these hybrid animals. These are animals that can very easily reach over 1,000 pounds and stand upright very easily to show their robust structure to stand up against cruel environmental conditions. With this great strength comes the possibility of great harm if they feel threatened. The diazo is even more similar in temperament to their bovine ancestors, tending to become very aggressive when cornered or distressed by a situation. In such instances, they would never shy away from charging or kicking. With the size and strength that comes along with the animal, one can see that such a confrontation could become very hazardous to individuals around them. The unpredictability inherent in the nature of dizos was contributed to by their mixed parentage. Whereas yaks generally possess calm dispositions, there is added volatility in their nature due to an admixture of cattle. From moment to moment, they could just go from tranquil to furious, hence always less predictable and difficult to control. Due to its special hybrid composition, Zo has acquired increased strength, stamina, and resistance. This is one of the most adaptable animals, living well at high-altitude places where most cattle would face environmental adversities. However, this ability also adds to their defensiveness and increases their difficulty in handling critical situations. Special dizo challenges. One of the key problems of dizo is related to their hybrid sterility. Normally, dizo males are sterile, which further complicates the ability to breed this animal for the farmer's purposes. Working with dizo means readiness to fight or run. In general, they are too skittish, and if they are in a scary situation, they might run or attack sharply. One dizo disappeared into the wild for 8 months before anyone was able to capture him and return him home. Handling such animals requires a thorough knowledge of how to work with huge, dangerous animals. Without experience, such cases might quickly get out of hand. Whereas the dizo combines characteristics in an interesting way, their formidable nature should be dealt with in a cautious manner. Because of their combined blend of strength, unpredictability, and adaptability, they range from fascinating subjects of study to challenging companions in high-altitude settings. Jaglion. The Jaglion is a very rare hybrid, born of the male lion and female jaguar. Putting two large predators together makes the Jaglion unique and a formidable encounter. These fantastic creatures are incredibly powerful and strong, weighing between 300 and 500 pounds and reaching up to 10 feet in length, including their magnificent tails. The great bulk and musculature give them such incredible fighting ability. An instinctive nature, with all the hunting prowess of the lion and the stealth of the jaguar, can make a Jaglion become an expert tracker. It is a reflection that through stealthy approaches and running amok with unparalleled strength, the creature always proved to be the undisputed boss in the domain. Its physical appearance, on the other hand, intensifies that threatening aura that Jaglions show. From the moment they may sport a lion's golden mane, the body is distinctly covered in rosette patterns typical for jaguars. Such a remarkable visual combination helps intensify the already formidable outlook. Behaviorally, they are unpredictable due to the fact that their parent species, the jaguar, is solitary. while lions are social animals. Because of this, Jaglions can be friendly one moment and violent the next, making them difficult to handle or observe. In captivity, the challenges for Jaglions are entirely different. Usually bred out of curiosity rather than conservation, they often get agitated when confined to a small enclosure. This frustration could raise their level of aggression, hence complicating the issue of raising such wonderful animals. The process of dealing with Jaglions requires great expertise and caution. They are quite hostile when threatened or put under stress, and because of their big size, any kind of fight could quickly go out of hand. Additionally, their social behavior in its unpredictability serves only to underline why these animals require caution and experience. Indeed, dealing with a Jaglion is a big responsibility, and not everybody has the experience and coolness to act with them appropriately. Such a rare combination of two great predators makes them interesting objects for research, but, at the same time, underlines the respect and caution with which they should be treated. The Jaglion represents nature's variability at the end, as it threads together the majesty of lions and the stealth of jaguars. It is this same uniqueness that underlines the difficulties in the management and understanding of such incredible creatures and acts as a reminder of the complexity and wonder in nature. As we journey through the world of hybrids, one more stands out, not just for its sheer size and strength, but for the delicate balance it strikes between wild ferocity and domesticated calm. Meet the mighty Beefalo. Beefalo. Beefalo is a hybrid of domestic cattle and American bison. Possessing the finest qualities of both, Beefalo naturally inherited the docile nature of cattle, but also retained some of the wild ferocity of bison, which makes them somewhat intimidating. These crossbreeds are not petite creatures. They can weigh anywhere from 1,000 to 2,200 pounds of compact muscle. Though generally docile, Beefalo can transition to aggression in a matter of seconds if provoked. Their bison lineage installs a robust protective instinct, and if threatened, they will unleash their full fury. When they do, their size and strength can incapacitate opponents in mere seconds. What really separates Beefalo from the rest, however, is their unpredictability. They inherit some wild bison instincts that can render their behavior erratic, particularly in high-pressure situations. Similar to their ancestors, the bison Beefalo are known to engage in multiple confrontations simultaneously, displaying a resilience that borders on the extraordinary. One thing Beefalo are good at is surviving. The hardiness of the animal enables them to survive in extremely hot or freezing temperatures. Their general appearance, with thick coats and muscular bodies, speaks much about their bison heritage. These animals seem to be able to survive anything, and this wildness can be somewhat intimidating. Beefalo are powerful, resilient, and full of surprises. To the casual observer, they may seem like little more than large cows, but that would be a grave mistake. They boast the power of bison and the instincts to match. Skill is required to handle such creatures, but substantial rewards can be reaped by those brave enough to work alongside them. Whale hybrids. Blue whale-fin whale hybrids have caused a stir all over the world. The huge animals, ranked as the largest in the world, can grow to up to 110 feet long, with an equivalent weight of as high as 200 tons. Blue whales bring in gigantic sizes. Whenever crossbred with fin whales, they form one of the most formidable sea animals. Their enormous size is sufficient to frighten marine life and human beings. What is even more puzzling about these hybrid whales is their unpredictable behavior. Being a mixture of genes from two diverse species, they do not always express the characteristics of either parent. Of particular concern is that genetic contamination may also occur, through which fin whale DNA trickles into the blue whale gene pool, jeopardizing the latter's genetic integrity by putting it at a higher risk of diseases or changes in its habitat. This is something quite troubling to any conservationist, since, in that case, distinctive features might become smoother over time if hybridization spreads more widely. It is even more difficult to identify these hybrids. They often look so much like their parent species that they are mistakenly identified as pure blue whales. This resemblance can lead scientists to underestimate the number of pure blue whales, which will affect effective conservation. They can also be more defensive or aggressive, especially when in mating seasons or with young ones. With traits from both parent species, they could be more territorial, making them even more elusive in open waters. Could you survive against these massive creatures or any of the other animals we've discussed in this video?